What's up, Buttercup? Welcome to Mel's Magic Show, where you can find me free flow. Hola, bandidos. Welcome to Mel's Magic episode 13. Um, I hope you're well. I decided to shake it up a bit and just kind of flow today. Yeah. As you know, I do my daily walks to get inspired and connect with nature, connect with myself. And yeah, it occurred to me, I'm just going to free flow because there ain't no better time but now. Now is where everything starts, where we have all the possibilities of changing our past if we need to, rewriting our past, and scripting a new future. Cause honestly, aren't you ready to change the narrative? I am for sure. Yeah, we forget that we are our own authors a lot of the time. So voila, welcome. I hope you're well. Look at the owl. Yeah, he's so cool. My new guardian. Um, yeah, I'm happy I have him because as some of you know, my chicken Lily passed away yesterday. Quite brutal. She was eaten by a fox, like no kidding. So when I went to visit her in the morning in the shed, all I saw was like her leftovers. It was dreadful. I'm glad I found her and not my mom because she would have freaked out. So yeah, 6th of December marks the end of wonderful Lily. And she was an amazing chicken. I mean, she was like above average, definitely. Some of you know her from my YouTube stories. She definitely had character. She was witty. She was clever. She totally fit the vibe here, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm laughing about it now, but I was quite gutted yesterday. So, but I told myself there ain't no escaping death. And when these kind of things occur, I'm sure you've all come across some kind of loss. It kind of shakes us into the present now and puts things into perspective and reminds us, hey, although we're eternal beings, we're not in this physical form forever. So let's make the most of it. That's what I try and tell myself every morning. And yeah, that's why I go on my walks also. It's one way for me to really appreciate where we are. Not sure if I told you before, but this is Javier. It's a beautiful town on the Costa Blanca, the Norden, Süden, Osten, east coast of Spain. If you look on the map and you trace a line from Ibiza to the coast, Spanish coast, we're just there, Denia, Javier. And we're next to a beautiful, magical mountain called the Mongo, which it's crazy. It actually has this shape of a lying down elephant, an elephant that's lying down. I'll post a photo one day. I'm gonna figure out the configurations of YouTube. I'm gonna maybe experiment with different backdrops, to really make it magical. Because it's also another thing I thought about this morning. What's this all about? Mel's magic. And I've always believed in magic, since I was a kid. I always believed in magic. And I feel like there's magic missing in this world. Or maybe it's not missing, but maybe we just don't perceive it anymore. So I'm here to help you remember magic and help you see magic in your everyday life. And it really starts with this intention of going out there and looking at things in a new light with fresh eyes. You know, a lot of times we're so stuck in our head. The moment we wake up, in comes the avalanche of thoughts, the worries, the projections, the fears, the whatnot, the to-do list, which is fine. But if you let it go on its own, out of control, it just takes over. And we don't see the majesty and the awe, the awesomeness of what surrounds us. Now, again, I'm blessed here to have nature smack in front of me. And nature is just one of the ways to reconnect with magic. I go out there and I really try and have a fresh vision and also pay attention to things and look at things in a new way. So although, usually maybe I'm like caught in my mind or if I allow myself to be caught in my mind, I don't perceive what's around me. But if I, focus on my breathing and just observe, I'm able to behold things in a new light and not conceptualize things de facto or a priori. Is that the right term? Yeah. By conceptualizing, I mean like, oh, there is a flower. Mind says flower. Next. Oh, there's a tree. Mind says tree. Next. You know what I mean? It's just a conceptual framework. But if you kind of slow down and just behold the object in front of you, like a daisy. By behold, I mean, I thought about the meaning of behold. And to me, it's like to be in a state that you're able to hold the being that's in front of you without judging or superimposing your mental chatter on it, even your concept about it. So I guess that's maybe like a meditation practice, no, where you open yourself to the essence, to the essence of the being in front of you. So to behold is a beautiful word, a beautiful world too out there. But to behold something, to seize the essence of something in its sheer majesty, beauty, and complexity, that's a good practice. No? It helps me at least to stay in the present moment. Yeah. And my walks also help me to condition myself to perceiving magic, to looking at things new. I mean, I often look at the clouds and say, like, I always see like some crazy formations, honestly. I don't know if it's really my mind projecting onto it or these things just unfold in front of me and I'm just like, wow. So I come back after these walks and super hyped up and inspired, as you can see. And I also pick up usually, okay, I didn't show this to my mother because she would freak out. I pick up some relics I find on the road, and like these are some of them. I'm a collector of fragments. I'm an artist also, so I used to in the Philippines collect a lot of driftwood and actually paint on the driftwood. You can check out my website for that. But here we don't have driftwood in Spain, so we have like these cute little tiles everywhere. I don't know if somebody smashed up a bunch of tiles and left them scattered on the road, like on these forest paths. But I see them and I'm like, oh, cool, I'm gonna collect them. So I have a whole pile in the garden of like little ceramic tiles. And I also like a bone collector, like I collect bones, and this is one of the bones. I think it's from ¿cómo se llama? Jabalí, ein Wildschwein auf Deutsch. A wild boar. Yeah. I find bones fascinating because they're just incredible, after in the transition of life, the bones are these materials that kind of stay behind. I mean, we have like fossils, no, fossilized bones also, and they're like the last part to vanish. Or some of them don't even vanish. No, we have like dinosaur bones. I think it's just fascinating, and all they're so strong bones also. It's incredible. I'm just fascinated by them. So yeah, I collect materials on my walks, not only ideas, but physical material also. And yeah, I guess today I just wanted to clarify a bit what Mel's magic is about, primarily to myself, because I'm like, what are we doing here anyway? And it's interesting because at the beginning of the year, I told myself I want to use my voice more, not only in the physical sense, so, use my physical voice, but literally my opinion, voice my opinion. So in a more metaphorical sense, I want to use my voice to share a message. And I thought, well, what is my message? My message is hopefully one of inspiration and magic, because I see it in my daily life and I would love to share it with you. And this channel is one way of me doing so, using my voice. Voila. So at Mel's Magic, you can expect me sharing my reflections on not only my spiritual journey, my journey through depression, it's part of the spiritual journey, and my day-to-day encounters and insights I'm able to form for myself and that I receive. So voila, this is Mel's magic. And I also thought after the last two episodes, which were quite schnulzig auf Deutsch, I don't know how to say it in English, a bit like melancholic maybe. I was talking about my reflections on love and closing that cycle and opening myself to something new. Well, this is a new version of me and a new version of a different tone to Mel's magic also that I wanted to inject here and try out. Voila. I'm wishing you a wonderful 7th of December. Owl and me, oops, it's reversed in the computer. Owl and me say hello. And yeah, try and open yourself up to magic. Try and in any way you can ground yourself in your body, through your breath maybe, and try and look at your surroundings with fresh eyes, like a kid. And I promise you, things will become more magical to you. ¿Vale? Okay, y con esto les dejo, and I wish you all the best. What day is it? What day we're at? Tuesday. All the best, and stay tuned for another episode of Mel's Magic. Nos vemos, bandidos. Ciao. Les quiero mucho.